Hi there, Laura here. Welcome to this 30-minute gentle yoga session. Everything will be on the floor for this practice, and you shouldn't need any props. Get comfortable, set up your space, and I'll meet you on the mat. I'm going to start in a kneeling position, sitting back on the heels, finding a couple nice deep breaths, resting the hands in the lap. Kind of just settling in here. Taking a moment to welcome yourself to your yoga practice. I have a positive affirmation picked out for this evening, so if you would like to set an intention, or we can go with I am breathing in and then pick a word, and I'm breathing out and pick a word. I am breathing in calm, I'm breathing out worry. I breathe in peace and exhale tension. See what words suit your mood this evening. I breathe in relaxation and exhale tension. From your kneeling position or your easy seat, we'll go ahead and widen the knees. Bring them out to the long edges of the mat. Walk the hands forward, and I'll meet you in a child's pose. An extended child's pose with the arms stretched out long. Maybe the forehead touches down. Just be here in the present moment, allowing the hips to become heavy. In tune with the breath, maybe repeating those words that you've chosen. Breathe in peace and exhale worry. And stay here in this very comfortable, neutral, extended child's pose, or maybe walk the arms over to one side or the other. Finding a nice side stretch. Doesn't matter which side, we'll do both. Breathing into the ribs. One more breath. Walk it over to the other side. Notice how gravity pulls the hips closer and closer to the earth. Giving the body permission to relax. We'll be here for one more breath. And then begin to come back to center. Stretching the fingertips out long to the top of the mat. Nice breath in. Breathe all the air from the lungs, and as we inhale, we'll walk the hands back up to the body as we come upright, bringing the knees together, readjusting as needed. Resting the palms of the hands in the lap, we'll come into some seated cat-cows. Here, by pulling the heart through and looking up. And then exhale, round as we look down towards the lap. Inhale, looking up, sticking the tail out, arching the back. And exhale, round. just flowing these two motions on the edge of the breath at your own pace, seated cat cow. Let's do one more round. Coming back to center, readjusting. The hands will fall behind the seat, palms down. Lift the hips up off of the heels just a little bit. Little baby camel. And exhale, back down. Walking the hands forward, I'll meet you in a tabletop position. Kind of shake it out here. Readjusting, stacking the joints, shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. We'll take a look over our right shoulder, back at our right toes. Inhale back through center, exhale over to the left. Inhale back through center, exhale right. And back and forth like this just for a couple rounds of breath. One more each side. And we'll pause. Coming to center, readjusting your tabletop, we'll bring the left hand, place it beneath the gaze. Inhaling, right fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, so we thread the right arm through behind the left. Right ear, right shoulder, come down to the mat. Thread the needle. Continuing with the breath. Finding a placement for the left hand. It can stay where it is, or maybe stretch it out long. See how that feels, or maybe bring it up and over behind the back, tucking left hand into right hip crease. Staying in tune with the breath. Breathing calm. And exhale, worry. If you have the bind, go ahead and unwind it. Left hand comes back in front of the gaze. We'll inhale as we unwind that right arm, sending the fingertips back up to the sky. And exhale, back down to tabletop. Switching sides. Right hand comes beneath the gaze. We'll inhale, this time the left arm up. Exhale, threading through. Left ear, left shoulder, come down to the mat. You can send the right arm out or find the bind. Checking in with the body, noticing how you feel. If you have the bind, let's go ahead. Unwind, right hand comes back in front of the gaze. Nice big inhale as the left fingertips come up to the sky. And exhale it back down. Give the hips a little shake. From here, we'll walk the hands out, stretching out to puppy pose. Hips over knees. Maybe the forehead comes down to the mat. Nice big shoulder stretch. On our next inhale, we'll keep the hands where they are and inhale the body up. Shifting forward, hugging the elbows in towards the ribs, we'll drop the hips. Forearms come out to the front. Shoulders over elbows. The forearms are in the shape of a number 11. Sphinx pose. Be here for a couple rounds of breath. Little back bend. If there's any pinching in the back, you can walk the elbows out a little step, or maybe try widening the feet or the legs. See if that's more comfortable. From our Sphinx pose, go ahead and look left and look right. Maybe drop chin to chest and sway the head. Feels really nice. The head weighs about 10 pounds. We carry that around with us all day long. Just let it relax. Bring the head back up to center. We'll bring the left arm and pivot the fingertips in towards the right arm. So our arms are in the shape of a T. Rolling over onto the left side will bring us into a side Sphinx. From our side Sphinx, when you get there, we'll drop the side and let this be a real lazy stretch. Just sink on down towards the earth. Let this be a passive stretch. Continue here with the breath. If you would like to deepen this stretch, you can come on up onto the palm of the hand, straightening the elbow. See which one you like, whichever one suits you best in this moment. Let's take one more breath inside Sphinx. We'll roll over onto our bellies, coming back to our neutral Sphinx pose. I'm going to turn over here so my back's not towards you. Moving to the other side. This time, right fingertips pivot in towards the left arm to make a T, and we'll roll over onto the right side. Finding our side Sphinx and just allowing the side body to just relax on down. Let gravity take it. And we'll come back to the breath. I breathe in peace and exhale worry. Remembering that you can come on up to the palm of the hand if you'd like to intensify that stretch. Otherwise, we'll be here for, let's do one more round of breath. And come on over back to our neutral Sphinx pose. Take a couple breaths there. I'm going to turn back around. From our Sphinx pose, we'll bring the hands into the middle beneath the third eye center, stacking them on top of one another, making a pillow to rest the forehead. crocodile pose. This is an excellent resting posture. Be here with the breath, just noticing how you feel. You can absolutely stay here, or bring the left hand out to a T, or the left arm out to a T. Right hand's going to come right beneath the right shoulder, and we'll press on over, coming into a broken wing position. Right leg can bend just for stability to make a little kickstand. Should get a nice shoulder stretch here. Broken wing. Should feel good, no pain. If this is too intense, you can also do this stretch by bringing your top arm and letting it drape over behind the body. That works just as well. Let's be here for one more nice big breath. We'll roll back over into our crocodile position. Taking a breath or two. Turn back around. And then moving to the other side. This time the right arm comes out to a T. Left hand comes beneath the left shoulder, and we'll press on over. Use that left leg for a little kickstand. Broken wing. Or if you're doing it the other way, just drape the top arm back behind the body from your side lying position. Let's be here for 2 more rounds of breath. And rolling back over into our crocodile shape position. Pausing for a breath or two. And then from your crocodile position, we're going to stay on the belly and take your arms and cross right over left. This is called crisscross shoulder stretch. So your arms are going to cross like this, but you're going to lay over them from crocodile, as if somebody were pulling your right hand and your left hand in opposite directions. And just let the head hang heavy. Crisscross shoulder stretch. We're countering the other shoulder stretch we just did when we were in broken wing. One more breath. And then unwinding the arms, this time crossing left over right. So we're just switching sides. Crisscross shoulder stretch. One more round of breath. Unwinding the arms, Placing the hands beneath the shoulders, we'll press on back up to tabletop. Let's take a puppy stretch just to even out the sides. We've done a lot of shoulders tonight. So just walk the hands forward from our tabletop. Stretch them on out. Maybe sway back and forth. And then walking back up to table, we'll shift the hips to one side or the other. Coming into a seated position with the knees bent. Fingertips are pointing towards the seat. You can stay here or just lift the hips up off of the earth, maybe just a little bit, or maybe come into a reverse table. And exhale down. Nice. Walk the big toes in together, allowing the knees to drop off to either side. Coming into butterfly, seated butterfly. Sitting up nice and tall. Finding the breath. Noticing how you feel. From your butterfly seat, we'll bring the palms of the hands to the outer thighs, guiding them back up to center. The feet plant onto the earth, and we'll come on down to our backs. However you got there, nice and easy. Slow and easy. From here, we'll come into a twist. Lots of variations here. I'm going to cross my right leg over my left and then tuck my right toes under my left calf or behind my left ankle. They're like eagle legs. If this doesn't work for you, you can try just the crossed legs or maybe stack the knees. However you choose to place the legs, we're going to take them over across the body to the left. So eagle legs, or maybe just crossed legs, or just stack the knees. However you want. And then find where you'd like your arms to be. Maybe out to a T if you feel real open tonight, or cactus arms. I'm going to rest my hands on my top hip. Find a couple nice deep breaths here. Continuing with your pattern of breathing. Finding your words. Breathing comfort. And exhale pain. One more breath here in our twist. On the next inhale, let's slowly bring the knees back up to center. Unwind them. Readjust the hips. This time, left leg crosses over right if you're doing the cross legs or the eagle legs. And we'll send them off to the right. Find where you'd like to place your arms. Come back and sync with the breath. One more round of breath. On your next inhale, bringing the knees back up to center, unwinding, planting them onto the ground. Maybe take some windshield wipers. Pausing with the knees to center, readjusting the hips. Take a nice big inhale. And as we exhale, we'll gather the knees and give them a little hug. One more nice big inhale, filling the belly with breath. And as we exhale, we send the legs out long, coming into our final resting Shavasana. Sweet Shavasana. Giving the body to relax. Give yourself permission to release anything left that you're holding on to. For just a few moments reflecting on our yoga practice. Stay here in Shavasana just as long as you'd like at home. Or join me by making any small, subtle movements with the fingers and the toes. Maybe rocking the head from side to side. Bending one knee, floating the opposite arm up overhead as you roll over onto one side or the other. Coming into this pose of the sleeping child. Pausing here for a breath or two, or staying here if you'd like. Or joining me by pressing back up to seated, nice and easy. Finding your seat. Resting the hands in the lap, or joining me by bringing hands to heart center. Thank you. Thank each and every one of you for joining me for this yoga practice. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be well. Namaste.